I think I've heard of that shirt. It's a true classic tee. Is that what it is?
That's what I'm about. The classics.
That's what it's about. Because, I have one as well. And the thing that I like about this shirt, though, Deke, it's kind of fitted up top, right? Makes us feel athletic. But then it gives us a little bit more wiggle room on the bottom,
Yeah, I mean, you're how many years removed from the NFL right now?
I'm with you. Now, I got a lot of my teammates that have retired, and they say, yo, this true classic shirt, this is what I need. It keeps me feeling athletic up top, but I got a little more breathing room in that midsection.
Because you're eating an extra meal or two
Absolutely.
these days,
That's
right?
what they saying, man. That's what they saying.
Having some wine on occasion.
But
living the life. Want. So, you need a shirt that could kind of conform to your new lifestyle.
And
make you look good still, too.
Well, I was going to say, shout out to the colors, too, because with these colors, bro, they kind of go with everything, man. And also with true classic tees, man, you got short sleeve shirt, long sleeve shirts, hoodies, zip hoodies, pants, joggers, chinos, like everything that you're looking for in terms of comfortability. So when you're watching these games on Sunday, you can feel good, look good. If you needed to jump, if you need to go somewhere afterwards, man, you still fresh to death, you can get it going. And then also for the ladies, I know my wife, she doesn't like to wear necessarily women's cut shirts or hoodies. So when you're talking about this type of material with true classic tees, man, this is where you want to go. But more importantly, Deke, if we're going to talk about them, we got to have a promo code. And it's simple. Promo code is MOATS. You use that, you'll get 25% off of your purchase. And for those that spend over $100 on their website with this promo code MOATS, you will get free shipping as well. So stop wasting time, man. Check them out. The link's right there. And yeah, man, look good. Feel good, baby.
Stay classic.
It's that simple. Now, with Mark Robinson, I 100% believe he should get a real chance to run with the ones. I went back last night because obviously last episode, people were saying, hey, man, talk to us about some of the younger DBs and stuff like that. And I'll definitely do that later in the show. But I wanted to go back and watch Mark Robinson like more intently. He had a heck of a game, bro. To me, I think that he is the best of both worlds. When you talk about Spillane's toughness, Spillane's physicality with Devin Bush's athletic ability, I think that Mark Robinson has both of those elements. And I thought that versus the Jaguars, he really put it together. You talk about the violence he plays with. It was numerous times as I was watching him last night, Deke, where I said, this guy is a psychopath. And I meant that in the most loving, like, complimentary way ever. Like, I call
he hits like a throwback player.
Yeah, I call Vince a psychopath. Like, there's certain players like, they have Ryan Clark, psychopath. Like Troy Polamalu, psychopath. It's certain ones when you watch how violent they play this game. Mark is one of them dudes. Screen pass, destroying guys. Pullers, destroying guys. Lead blocks, destroy. And the thing that I love is this. When you talk about certain players, like for me, man, I was a fundamentally sound guy. So I'm not going in there as a psychopath. I'm going in there, I'm going to outthink you. I'm more tactical. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get my hands to that steering wheel first. I'm going to make sure I got safety help, and I'm making the play that way. Mark plays it the opposite. He plays it like, man, I don't care about the technique. I'm going to make this play. If I can beat this guard, I'm going to beat this guard. If I got to run through this dude's face, I'm going to run through this dude's face. That's something that I ain't have. He's wired that way. When I watch him, bro, it makes me so excited, man. And then some of the coverage stuff. Talked about how that first game versus the second game, he was a lot more confident in coverage. The communication was a lot better between him, Buddy Johnson, him, and Robert Spillane. I thought as a whole, man, he put together a heck of a performance. I'm going to drop a film session on him later this weekend, man, whether it's later tonight or tomorrow sometime, man, because to me, I thought that he really showed that he should get a legitimate shot at this thing. The biggest knock that I have on him currently is just when it comes to trusting him for a full game. Mentally, can you lock in that long in terms of the calls? And that second half is which he really played. He played he came in like middle of that second quarter and then played late into the fourth. My only thing was, like I said, it was a couple blown coverages and we kind of got away with it. But when you're talking about in a regular season game, 60 plus snaps, that could hurt you. And that's the only part where I could see them a little bit hesitant on him early in the season. But to me, man, once he gets that opportunity to play meaningful snaps, it's going to be hard to keep him off the field if mentally he can stay aligned and stay sharp. Because when I watch Spillane, it's like Spillane can't do the things that Mark can do.
Yeah,
but Spillane, right? But Spillane is never out of position. Spillane is never wrong. Spillane, every single time, you know what you're getting. Mark, it's like, bro, you could see him, bless you, and
Thank
you're
you.
like, man, this dude could be like legit. But on a call where he might miss it up, now I'm watching like, come on, bro, you got to get that. Or, oh man, you're pushing, working with this guy. Hey, that's okay. I like the pre-snap communication, but this is how you execute a little bit smoother. You can still correct it, but it's just one of those things until you see it corrected on a consistent basis. It just makes you a little bit hesitant. And that's the only thing that I saw with Mark. Other than that, I'm over here like, bro, he could play the run. He could play the pass. He is violent as heck. He plays with great passion. And he's a productive player. Not a potential. He's a productive player.
I'll give you some stats. 10
Super productive,
tackles
bro.
in 2 preseason games and a strip sack.
Bro, productive. When I'm watching him, I'm like, he finds the ball. Remember when TG was on, Terrence Garvin, he said, man, some of the things that when he watches Devin Bush, he's like, I think he loses the ball at times. And I kind of agreed with him in that sense. With Mark, you don't get that feeling. Mark has a natural nose for the ball. And when he arrives to the ball, Deke, he's arriving with bad intentions, bro. Like, to me, man, he definitely flashed on numerous occasions in all these different facets of playing linebacker. And to me, man, I'm super excited about him, man. So 100%, dude. 100%. I think he definitely should get an opportunity. And from what I remember from earlier in the week, he's supposed to get some opportunity to run with the ones in Sunday's game. I don't know how extensive that will be, but to me, I think that he's definitely worthy of that.
Well, and it'll be a good test because we already did our Lions preview and said that the Lions are going to be playing most of their starters. Actually, all of them outside of Jared Goff from what we know.
Absolutely.
So if he can get in, I don't know, do you start it off with Devin Bush, then you give Spillane, then you give Robinson, you just go 1-1-1?
And I ain't gonna lie to you, I would love to have him right out there next to Miles Jack to start it out. I want to see what it looks like. I just want to see what it looks like, bro. But what's the difference, right? We talk about Kenny Pickett.
No, I love it. I love it. I didn't think you were gonna go there.
Because to me, the difference is this: Kenny is playing the position where his one mistake could kill you, right? If he messes it up and it's a pick six, that can hurt you. To me, I can get away with Mark having a couple of bad plays here and there if he can show me what he was doing in that Jags game. Because that type of productivity in that Jags game, that type of flying around, man, I'm watching this and I'm like, bro, I ain't seen nothing like this in a minute. In terms of a guy being able to go sideline to sideline, get into that rock, violent as heck. Like, it looked beautiful watching it, man. It was like clinic linebacker. If you're a Pittsburgh Steeler, this is what it looks like. It's not always perfect technique-wise. It's not always perfect. His hands weren't always right. He always wasn't in the right gap. But this is a dude that just knows how to get to the ball. And when he's arriving, he's finishing. Bro, he missed the tackle on one play. And this is one of the ones I'm definitely going to highlight. He comes downhill. He misses the tackle. Gets up. Runs around. And, bro, like a son of a gun, finds a way to get back in there to make it a tackle for a loss. I'm like, yo, that's effort. That's stupid effort with crazy athletic ability. Because when he missed and he pops back up and wheels back in there, I'm just like, yo, he's on one. But, like, when you're talking about playing linebacker here, that's what you want. I want that. I don't want, hey, man, well, he's athletic, but, or, he's in the right place, but it's like, nah, I want that. That's linebacker. That's Pittsburgh Steelers right there. To me, bro, I want him to get the opportunity with the ones this week. That's just me personally. I think that he showed more than enough, and he's at a position where you can get by with him having a mistake or two if he can do what he was doing against the Jags. Because that's the best of both worlds between this Robert Spillane and Devin Bush situation to me.
I'm getting chills right now.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, man.
Yeah. Pittsburgh Steelers football.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like,
let's go.
Hey, I'm watching it. I almost woke my wife up last night, bro. You know how you know what I be on, bro. It's like 1 a.m. She's over here like, baby, you gotta go to sleep. I'm like, yo, I love you, woman, but I'm watching Mark Robinson right now. You don't understand. Like, what this dude is doing over here, we might go down and record right now. Like, I'm in that type of mood because of what this dude is doing on tape. Like, I just love, like, passionate players. And when you see a young player that gets it, bro, like, to me, seeing him first game and then seeing the corrections he made in this game and how he played out there, bro, that's what you want. That's what you want.
Listen, we got to shout out Omar Khan, Colbert, front office for this draft because people are complaining about the Oladokin being a waste of a pick. But literally up to this point, it's a really small sample size. Yeah. We've hit on every pick, though. Outside of that, first round, Kenny Pickett. Second round, Pickens. Third round, Leal. Fourth round, Calvin Austin.
I'll tell you, bro.
The other 2 7th-round picks, Connor Hayward and Mark Robinson.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I just need my man.
Are you kidding me?
Mark, stay healthy. Mark, just keep your head in that playbook, and everything will be fine. To me, bro, he is that answer. I hope it could be week one. To me, if he was able to go out here with these ones and start next to Miles Jack, and he don't have any blown coverages or blown assignments, or it's like one max, it's like, bro, I'm starting him on week one. Like, that's where I'm at with it, just based on what I've seen from him versus the other two. And it's not saying that Spillane's playing bad. As I told you, if it wasn't what Mark Robinson did in that Jags game, I'm leaning Spillane because the consistency, I can trust it, but it's limited. Watching Mark, it's not limited. Watching Mark, I'm like, bro, you're getting the plays that you should not be able to get to. And you're doing it young. You're a young player and you're doing this thing.
Yeah, the potential's there.
Yeah, bro. That's the part. It's like certain people, you either get it or you don't get it. He's one of those ones when I watch, I'm like, yo, he gets it.
I guess going back to even
the
comparison of starting Kenny at quarterback week one versus like a linebacker like Mark Robinson. I guess the thing is, it's just there's levels to it. Whereas like the quarterback literally is viewed as the leader, not only the offense of the team.
Absolutely.
And with Mark Robinson, it's not even him going to be inside linebacker one. He'd be the second guy.
He's just a part of it. Yeah.
So I get what you're saying, where it wouldn't have as much of a ripple effect.
Yeah, he can go in there and legit be robbing and it'd be okay. He can have 2 to 3 bad plays and it's still okay because you have a safety, you have a Miles Jack, you have a T, you have other guys that can help him. When you're the quarterback, we talk about like when it's bad quarterback play, it kills you. Like you can't have, bad stretches because we've seen what that looks like. It can hurt you. It can take you completely out of a game at times. And it's just that position, it just matters so much more than a linebacker or a D line. Like it's just different. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's why the quarterbacks are who they are. That's why they get paid the way that they get paid. That's why they are the face of your franchise because they matter so much. But that is kind of why I'm more hesitant to throw young guys at the quarterback position. Whereas when you're talking running back, any position other than quarterback, realistically, you can get away with it. Now, when it comes to like corners, at times I'm still a little leery on them just because that transition from college to the pros for DBs is a big jump because the technique changes. You can't touch those guys, Whereas in college, you can have your hands on a guy 30 yards downfield, and that's fine as long as the ball's not in the air. So that's why a lot of them younger dudes, I'm always like, let's see what it looks like first.